Let's go back to our Hawkeye Scanner and the best ideas you can find that actually they get to you. You don't have to find them because at the end of the day, you will receive a report from our team and you're going to get the best ideas, all right? And that is thank you to the Hawkeye Trader tools. Hey everyone, coming back, this is Coach JR, and let us dive into the different opportunities that we get. Just remember, volume. If you want to make trading, investing in stocks, and also eventually in options on US stocks, then you definitely need to have the Hawkeye Trader tools. Let me guide you and share with you what I have so far in one of the latest reports. Recently, we got 68 alerts, 68 long alerts. Now, there's some sectors that I will be more keen to invest. How do I pick those sectors? Well, it's because I do have the tools. I do have the Hawkeye Traders tools and Hawkeye Trends Plus Stop. It allows me to know how long to stay in the trend. When I look at roadkill, it tells me something is changing in the volume, the trend is changing. And heat map, it definitely supports either it favors the buys or it favors selling because of the momentum. It's a momentum tool. Looking at what I had at that time, I've been following Micron, ticker MU. We have a roadkill volume, aggressive long on daily and weekly. So let's dive in and take a look first. Look at it. Heat map. Exactly. That's right. You see? A bright green. We have ultra high volume on November 19. We have this push higher. Then we have the little bit of pullback. This level goes back all the way to the level back on April 30 of this year. Now, look at what it's telling us. It's not changing. The momentum still bright green. That means we're looking to buy, all right? And we're on the second level. Always remember you have the first level, they have the second level on Hawkeye Trend Plus Stops, and then you have the shaded area. That will take us to 77. That will be our last point to buy. So from this perspective, what am I looking to do? I'm looking to be long this stock. I'm looking to buy at this particular level. And my risk will be under the shaded area. Will take probably, as a trader, if I'm taking a big position, a couple $1,000, and I'm looking for that trade, I'm taking the trade with at least 8 to 10% risk. I repeat, 8 to 10% risk. And I will look to go back to previous liquidity levels. In this case, April 12th of this year. And that will give me a estimated target. This is very conservative, about 17%. My risk reward ratio will be 1. I'm risking $1 to take home $2. All right. This is the simple view. But remember, there's a methodology that we use at Hawkeyes. That is that we have the 3 time frames aligned. So if you take a look at the other time frames, this is daily. I'm taking weekly. There you go. Although this is pushing lower, it can always come back to 77. Keep that in mind. And monthly, same structure. I can have it going back to this dot. That's the green dot from Hawkeye Trend Plus Stop. That is at 77.50. Now we have a big volume. We can take a look at this. It's the month of November, last month, 21.56%. This is bullish. Now, when you have a big push, keep in mind, when you have a big push to the upside, this is 34. Don't be surprised if you have a pullback. That pullback, of course, visually, you just need to have trend plus stops. It allows you to know, okay, if it's going to retrace, the market is actually a little bit, we can say a little bit, it's not in crash mode, but it's they are mixed signals coming from the Federal Reserve. Just remember, tapering is not the real deal. I want you to remember this, just write it down. Tapering is not the issue. They can taper everything they want. The real thing is interest, right? Rates. That's what you have to really pay attention. Now remember, interest rates, if the Fed decides to sort of start hiking rates sooner rather than later, then we may have a little bit of a shock, but then stocks still have the opportunity. History indicates that stocks may still go up. So just keep that in mind, especially because nothing else is paying anything. So you actually want to take some risk. Just give you a few notes there. So I have this level. Now from the monthly perspective, just to align everything, I will be placing again, as I shared, 8%, probably 10 to 12. It all goes to your risk reward. In the short term, I'm looking for 17% reward on this trade. Now, what happens next? When you have these patterns, yes, when you have these patterns, look how we have support on Hawkeye Trends plus stop. You have this one here. You have to look into what is the stock doing on the last couple months, couple years. Look at the pattern. From this level, when we start the bullish trend, you probably go in here. This is where you enter. This is your safety level. Up to this point, you have $44. The stock is adding $44. On the second time, same, we go to, at any given time, please know that we are not bearish. We stop on the third level of Hawkeye Trends plus stop. We go up, and that's $34. So if that's the case, again, we have another attempt, third one, you have $64. Now, what is Micron Technology? This is a semiconductor company. Whatever happens, even more than Bitcoin, AMD, NVIDIA, and Micron are important plays that you need to have in your portfolio moving forward, because that's how technology is going to develop. So if I were to have 44, 34, 64, let's take about 50, 55. That means that I'm looking for 122. All right. Now, having said that, with just as a measure, I will have my stop loss at 77. We talk about that. Let's like probably 10%. Okay. A little bit under this one. Okay. Let's call it 15%. And I will be looking, at least in 2022, about 47% to the upside. That's just shares. That's without any leverage. Right now, the way we do this is I always come and share with you one idea. So I'm going to take probably a 60-day option. I'm going to avoid the short term and take an option. Let's try for next week or at the end of December. Let's go to Quote Media and pick one idea. Micron Technologies. See if I can get two ideas. And December 3, December 17, we can do this one. And all I'm going to do is to see where is the highest allocation, either volume or open interest. On the volume, we have 2,273. This is not any SDFs. This is nothing like statistical disruptive flow. It's just regular. You already have 10,000 on the open interest, so there's no big change. This is the same. 3,000 for the 90. This loss actually 50%. We can always give it a try for the 17. This can be our first attempt on the stock, and that's the 90. The stock is trading right now. At 83. That's not something that will be incredibly difficult to see happening. So I will pay 82 cents. Pay no more than 90 cents. All right, pay no more 90 cents on this particular contract. So we're calling in the next 2 weeks. At least we're expecting a rebound in the next 2 weeks heading to Christmas. That shouldn't be a surprise. So this at least can be a 100% return that we're looking at. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking. And the second idea, remember, with a little bit more time, I want to play February of next year. That will be the monthly expiration. Let's take a look at where is the volume. And the volume seems allocated at this one, 105. I will love to pay no more than $100 per contract. So I'm going to take let me take a look at this one. The 105 contract high was $2. The contract low was 33 cents. Let's play this one. And ideally, we want to pay $1. Yes, we want to pay $1. If you gotta get below, perfect. If not, pay no more than $1.20. Okay, $1.20 for this particular contract. All right, perfect. So now we have our game plan. We have a map of what I will be looking for next year. Definitely Micron, a company that has the potential, and I'm very conservative with this idea. I'm looking for a push higher. Our next leg up, at least, will take the stock to new all-time highs, and that will be 122. Where I'm getting this idea, how I'm looking at Micron? Well, because it was part of my Hawkeye Scanner, so definitely you want to pay attention to this tool that we're going to be releasing pretty soon for the Hawkeye trading family. Guys, I thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend, and I will be back with more videos next week, all right? Thank you, guys, and remember, volume is the only leading indicator that you need. Thank you, and as once again, enjoy your weekend. Ciao, ciao.